We have a question by Wahab. Wahab is asking that what can we do? What can we do when we have interest in too many projects, which are all meaningful and have the same importance to me?
Yeah, that's a very good question. And I remember, Sharik, maybe I was having that conversation with you some years ago. Someone's trying to reach me all the time. I don't know what's going on. So I'm a firm believer that you have only 24 hours in a day and you can only do few things in a day. So when a lot of things come on your plate, you basically spread yourself so thin across so many different things that in the end nothing actually have materialized. For example, I was part of a founding team to establish one of the clubs in Munich a while ago, but I stepped back from that initiative just because I was not able to allocate time for that activity, although it was very close to my heart. So in the end, everyone has to look at the priorities in the life and select the options that are most important and focus on them, because if you try to do so many things, in the end you end up doing nothing.
So we have to prioritize and select for ourselves among them. So Varda is asking, how can we remain persistent if we are falling again and again? It's a similar question, but maybe it's a very important one.
So this is where I will once again re-emphasize the example of Edison. He was persistent. He was failing again and again, but he was persistent. And the most important thing is he was learning what he needs to do differently so that it works. So that is all about persistence. Persistence is don't give up, but learn also from your mistakes. Because if you're not learning from those mistakes and you're just repeating what you have already done, then it becomes insanity as per the Einstein definition. And again, for persistence, I also say that you need to have a strong willpower. You need to work on your mental mindset, which I mentioned earlier. And if you do these things, that will also help you to remain not only focused, but also persistent.
Good. Yeah, so Naveed is asking again, the higher one grows in career ladder, the harder it gets to reach the next level. What is your personal experience and what approach do you follow to succeed?
That's again, Naveed, for a second good question. So thank you for asking that. As I already mentioned that your education, your grades could lead you to a great job. Maybe you are able to get part of a great organization as an entrepreneur. But in order to grow, on one side is, of course, your functional knowledge is important. But I'm assuming that everyone already has that knowledge based upon the education that we get in our schools, colleges, and universities. I strongly emphasize on the value of soft skills, as I already mentioned. And the soft skills, for example, could vary from profession to profession. If you want to grow in the leadership, then team building, conflict resolution, all those skills comes into the picture. Presentation skills, rhetoric skills are important in any profession. If you really want to go higher up in the business, then psychology, human psychology, negotiation skills, people management skills become very important. And these are the things which Sharik also knows I share from time to time on my LinkedIn, on my Facebook page, and also on YouTube. So you're more than happy to also follow those tips or reach out to me.